our first pitch. The last time the Woodchucks played at home, it was rainy and 68 degrees. Today it's sunny, 88 degrees. And Sengeg makes it 1-1. Amar has experience pitching on this bump before. Actually pitched at Wausau a couple years ago with the Dock Spiders. It was August 7th, 2023. That was a game that the Wausau Woodchucks won. Sengeg gave up 7 runs, struck out 4 in that appearance. But in another appearance at home against Wausau, he struck out 11. This is tapped to second base. Cade Baldridge has been playing there most of the road trip, and he's retired Jalen Gellings. Wausau Woodchucks 4-1 this season against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Wausau's got more wins over the Dock Spiders than any other opponent in the Northwoods League. And this is their second Sunday day game against Fond du Lac. The last time these two teams were here, Wausau won 20-2, Sunday, June the 1st. James Hankerson takes a ball. 0 for 4 yesterday, 2 strikeouts and a walk in the 9-8 loss. Ripped to short, Jake Birkland right there. And of course, he makes his first putout of the season. Well, Jake Birkland, the finest in the field award winner at shortstop, meaning he was the best defensive shortstop in the Northwoods League last season. He makes it look so comfortable out there at Athletic Park, and he read Hankerson Jr. there perfectly. Great start for Jake Birkland to be back. Now Wentworth, 2 home runs yesterday. Just exploded what was a sluggish start for him at the plate for Fond du Lac. Finished 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Right now he's hitting 200. With Jake Birkland returning now for Wausau, that is now 3 returners on the roster from last year's record-breaking team. He joins Max Solis and Christian Smith-Johnson. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Solis today catching Sengeg, who's making his second start as a Woodchuck. Joined Wausau on the road trip, pitched the Monday game at Royal Oak. Tough one for the Woodchucks there. They lost 4-3. Sengeg recorded the loss. 4 earned runs on 6 hits, did not get a strikeout. And Sengeg loves to work with strikeouts when he can. That's how he was successful in the Northwoods League. He has 102 of them in this league. But he loses Wentworth there, and after Wentworth took some hacks yesterday, he'll take a walk today instead to get the first base runner of the day. Now Fond du Lac's leader in games played this season, Patrick Graham. He's only had 2 off days since the start. 4 multi-hit games in the last week for Graham. And Sengeg starts him off with a strike. Wausau coming back home after a 10-game road trip, like we said in the open, the longest of any team in the Northwoods League. And most of these guys were relieved to get back home. That road trip took a toll on them, but goes to show you how good they are. They finished that road trip with a winning record. Wentworth's moving. The throw from Solis is just a little bit late. Well, Wentworth is a bit of a bigger guy, standing at 6'6", but showed the wheels right there to put himself in scoring position. Graham, 23 RBIs on the season. He's playing in his second year in the Northwoods League. Played a couple games in Kenosha with the Kingfish last year. 2-2 count as he waves through that one. Even though Sengeg's just working through the first inning, Wausau's got an arm slowly working in the bullpen just in case. And Graham stays alive. Dock Spiders looking to come in and change their fortunes. They were in great form about a week ago. Won 4 straight, but they are 1-4 in their last 5. Did pick up a nice win over Kalamazoo on Friday. Graham loops one into shallow left, but back there is Jake Birkland. Who else for Wausau to make a couple nice snags? And it's a 1-2, and it's a nice scoreless inning for Mar Sengeg. We're back with the Woodchucks in just a moment.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. No one covers summer ball like the Northwoods League. This season, access more than 800 games live and on demand from your TV, desktop, or mobile device with the new Northwoods League Plus app. Watch your favorite team or follow top players from across the country. For more information, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
More than 370 Northwoods League alumni have advanced to Major League Baseball, including World Series champion and Cy Young Award winners Max Scherzer and Chris Sale, 5-time Gold Glove winner Matt Chapman, 3-time All-Star and World Series champion Marcus Semien, and 2-time Major League Baseball Home Run Derby champion Pete Alonso. This is Northwoods League Baseball.
Well, you just saw right there Jake Birkland make that incredible play in the playoffs last year for the Wausau Woodchucks. Good news, he's in the lineup today. Here is the correct batting order for you. Cade Baldridge will lead off, then it's Zach Knowlton, Dylan Schlotterback, Noah Malone, Ryan Pruitt. Dom Rodriguez, will hit 5th for the Woodchucks. Cale Beaver hits 6th and plays at first base. Max Solis is the catcher, he hits 7th. Then Mazzacano and Birkland round out the order. So Cade Baldridge takes a strike on the starting pitcher for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, Noah Weck. Hard-throwing righty who had a great year this year at Oklahoma State. Baldridge is up there. He's committed to Kansas. And so these two may have some Big 12 battles to settle next season. Noah Weck making his second start in his career against the Woodchucks. We'll say the first start didn't necessarily go his way, as it's 2-2 now to Baldridge. Now, last start for Weck against Wausau was on July the 5th. Went 4 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. But only one Wausau hitter from this year faced Weck last year. Guess who that was? Jake Birkland. So Baldridge has run the count full. He's got a 10-game on-base streak. And he drew 4 walks yesterday. Big piece of Wausau's 9-8 win. But he's attacked there. It's a swing and a miss, and the throw from Fitz is in time. There's out number one. Here's the rest of the Fond du Lac field for you. Sanderson, Wentworth, and Mensick go left to right in the outfield. Then Patrick Graham, he will play at third. It's Cotton at short today. Matt Hansen, like he normally is, it's at second. So is James Hankerson Jr. at first. And then Jonathan Fitz is the new Fond du Lac catcher today. Now Weck against Zach Knowlton. And a called strike. Zach Knowlton had a nice road trip. He's been moved around in the order a little bit, Knowlton, and so trying to adjust. He's either right at the bottom of the order or right at the top of it. Last night, 2 for 4, one of just 2 Woodchucks players with multiple hits. But he's down on 3 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts for Noah Weck, rather. Well, this is where Weck is at his best, when he finds strikeouts. Normally more strikeouts for him than innings pitched. He's now got 8 in 2025 on 5 2/3 innings of work. So Wausau knows they're going to have to attack him. He will fill the zone. He places his really strong fastball very well. Dylan Schlotterbeck hits with 2 outs and the base is empty. Dylan now leads the Woodchucks in RBIs this season with 25. He had 4 RBIs yesterday in the win against the Dock Spiders. Schlotterbeck now 29 hits. That's top 15 in the Northwoods League, and his 25 RBIs is top 5 in the Northwoods League. Grounded up the middle, could be a tough play for Cotton, and he won't make a throw. Infield single for Dylan Schlotterbeck to give him hit number 30 of the season. He's the first Woodchuck to reach that mark. And so let's see if the Woodchucks try to put one of their fastest runners in motion here with 2 outs. He's got 17 stolen bases on the season. They tried to steal yesterday, Wausau, on multiple occasions in Fond du Lac, but gotta give Tyler Stack a ton of credit. His throws on stolen base attempts for Wausau were on the money. So the Woodchucks stole no bases in that game, which is rare. Schlotterbeck stays, and it's a ball outside to Noah Malone. Malone, 341 hitter this season. A home run and 11 RBIs. He went 357 on the road trip. Got an off day yesterday, but when he has great days, Wausau has great days. He's got 6 multi-hit games already this season. And he laces one into center field. Another hit. So back-to-back 2-out base knocks from Schlotterbeck and Malone give an opportunity for one Woodchuck who's making his debut today to make a huge impact. This is Dom Rodriguez at the plate. Very experienced player who's just fresh off of playing in the College World Series for the Arizona Wildcats. Was a pinch hitter for them this season. Ton of power, 6'3", 220 redshirt junior. He waves and misses there, 0-1. Dom played last year with the Rochester Honkers. He was second on their team in batting average. 7 home runs, 48 RBIs for him over in the Great Plains. He is one of 2 players out of Arizona to play with the Woodchucks this year. The other is Ethan Guerra, and Guerra has an off day today. And you could see that plate approach from Rodriguez. He pulls that front foot back. It's almost an open stance. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Weck gets the two-out jam taken care of. He strikes out 3 in his first inning of work. We're back with the second here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
At Summit Automotive, we are committed to serving the customers in our community, to bringing you into our dealership and making your buying experience easy, fun, stress-free, and memorable. And we're excited to offer you unbeatable deals on new cars this summer. Come in and take a look at our incredible inventory of over 400 used vehicles and see why we were voted the best place to buy a new and used car in Fond du Lac for 4 years running. Summit Automotive, located off of the 41 and Military exit.
The Northwoods League Foundation is enriching the quality of life for families with an enduring and caring focus on the communities it serves through direct donations and proceeds from the Northwoods League online store. The Northwoods League Foundation is harnessing a unique passion for summer collegiate baseball and softball to invest in communities so everyone benefits from the wide-ranging experience offered by the great games of baseball and softball. Visit northwoodsleague.com/foundation and share your passion for the games we love.
Summer Collegiate Softball is back. After an outstanding inaugural season, Northwoods League Softball returns to the field for its second season this summer. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com and follow us on Instagram and X at NWL Softball. And while the Woodchucks were away, the Wausau Ignite played mostly here at Athletic Park, getting their first ever season underway. And they kept a little home standoff with a nice win on Friday night against a very good Minot Honeybees team. So while Sengeg is warming up, let's tell you a little bit about the road trip for the Wausau Woodchucks. Like we said in the open, first game in 10 days for Wausau at home. They had the longest road trip out of any team in the Northwoods League this season. No other team will go 10 games on the road. They split a 2-game set in Kalamazoo, then split a 2-game set against Royal Oak, and then they split 4 against the Lakeshore Chinooks, and they ended the road trip with a win at Fond du Lac. They actually started the road trip a couple Fridays ago with an 8-2 win at Wisconsin Rapids. So they finished the road trip 6-4 as Matt Hansen steps in. Nice fastball, and Hansen was late on it, 0-1. You know, what was so impressive about that road trip for the Woodchucks is they played 10 games on the road, and they only were comprehensively beaten once. They were in every other game. Probably not what they deserve, but if things had gone Wausau's way the entire way through that road trip, there's a good argument to be made that Wausau comes back from that road trip 9-1. To stay focused and be in every single game, awfully impressive from the Woodchucks. And I was talking to some of them yesterday at Fond du Lac. A lot of them didn't even consider it a good road trip. Most teams would say, hey, we get a winning record on a road trip, that's successful. But you could tell that the Woodchucks were excited, desperate to get back home, and they wanted to finish the road trip successfully. That they did yesterday, that 9-8 win over Fond du Lac, which was back and forth the whole night. In on the hands and fouled off towards left field. And out of play, 2-2 the count. Dylan Schlotterbeck led the way yesterday in that win against Fond du Lac, had the go-ahead RBI in the 8th inning. And Reese Clapp, he shut the door after that for Wausau. Another 6-out save for the big righty. And Clapp now has 5 saves on the season, which only 3 Northwoods League's pitchers have 5 or more saves at the present time. So he has been lights out and then some. The payoff pitch is just off the plate. And Matt Hansen takes a leadoff walk. Umpires for today, Nick Reynolds will take home plate duties. He'll have the balls and strikes. Eric Swift is at first, and Henry Schmolowitz, who was at the plate yesterday in the Woodchucks win at Fond du Lac, he's over at third base. But due to the rotation, he'll umpire up the middle as Mensick hits with a man on and nobody out, and he's got a base hit into left. So Fond du Lac has 2 on with nobody out to begin the second inning as the freshman from Xavier reaches on a single. What's interesting about this umpire crew is they were the exact same crew in the exact same positions in Wausau's 20-2 victory over Fond du Lac 3 Sundays ago. RBI chance for Jaron Sanderson out of Cal State Northridge. Nice location on that first pitch from Sengeg. Sanderson playing in his 21st game of the season. He's got 3 multi-hit games in his last 4. Went 2 for 5 yesterday with a run scored. Good take, 1-1. Dock Spiders sit at 500, but they've also been really good on the road. 6-5 record away from home. But they've struggled in day games, just 1-4 in afternoon contests. Whereas the Wausau Woodchucks have been very good in these day games. Wausau's 4-1 when they play in the sun. But it's a hot day, and interesting to see how the players adjust. Up the middle and into right center, a base hit. Hansen takes the turn around third. He is going to score. Moving up to second on the play, and safe is Jaron Sanderson. So RBI single for Sanderson. He'll move up to second on the throw. And Fond du Lac has taken the lead. It's 1-0 Dock Spiders in the second. Well, when you face off against Amar Sengeg, and Fond du Lac would know this better than anybody, it is strong, sweet contact. You don't have to do a ton with Sengeg's pitches. Just put them in play, get them past the infield. And Mensick and Sanderson on back-to-back hits do that really, really well. And Fitz hits one high in the air to right. Malone back there, and he'll make the catch, but he made the catch on the back foot, which means a run's going to tag and score. 2-0 Dock Spiders. They're out in front today after Wausau took the lead against Fond du Lac 3-0 early yesterday. Fond du Lac's turned the tables. Sanderson also moves up to third base, and Fond du Lac's trying to use their early work in this inning and make it count. So Jaron Cotton takes one high and tight. Cotton also out of Nebraska. Junior from Leander, Texas. Who is from Leander, Texas? From Wausau, Ethan Jezierski, who pitched a couple days ago in the loss to Lakeshore. Second year in the Northwoods League for Cotton. He played 34 games with the Bismarck Larks last year, so moves from the middle of North Dakota to the middle of Wisconsin. That is rolled to first. A run is going to score as Beaver makes the play unassisted. And so RBIs from Sanderson, Fitz, and Cotton make it 3-0 Fond du Lac. So now back to the top of the order. Sengeg worked through the first round of the order at Royal Oak really well, but today, bottom of the order got him. Now a bunt attempt, and he fooled the Wausau field there, Gellings. He'll be safe on an infield bunt single. Slaughterback was not playing tight. I don't think he expected a 2-out bases empty bunt attempt, but that's exactly what Gellings did, and he picks up his first hit of the day. Boy, Fond du Lac has worked quickly today. Made their hits, made their runs count, and they've taken swings early in the counts. And so how does Amar Sengeg react to all of this? Against his former team, playing guys that he remembers from last season. Pitching against a team who's coached by Doug Coe, and Amar has said in the past, I've got a great relationship with Coach Coe. You can't fault him for feeling a little bit different about making this start. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Hankerson grounded out to Birkland in the first inning. Looking to extend this inning for Fond du Lac. Let's see if Gellings wants to move from first. He is, and it's up the middle. Guess who's got it? Jake Birkland. Hit straight to him, and the inning's over. Dock Spiders tag on 3. They have the lead here. We head to the bottom of the second on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The Northwoods League has joined Sparkit in reimagining the future of gaming. The Northwoods League Lucky 7 combines the thrill of live baseball and softball with strategic handicapping, allowing fans to compete for $500 in daily prizes. The Sparkit platform enhances the fan experience with leaderboards and real-time updates. Compete with other fans and win cash prizes up to $250 every day. Fans 18 years of age and older can start today by clicking the gaming tab at northwoodsleague.com.
Even dock spiders know there comes a time to clear the cobwebs off investments at different financial institutions and former employers in order to help plan for the future. LedgeVest Financial can help clients transition from cobwebs to a financial pathway tailored to pursue their future goals. Clear the cobwebs with the help of LedgeVest Financial, proudly serving Fond du Lac with over 60 years of combined financial industry experience. Go to ledgevestfinancial.com or call 920-581-5700.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand-pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you know, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Cale Beaver steps into the box for Wausau as the Woodchucks will have to work from behind on this Sunday afternoon. Takes a ball outside 1-0. Beaver out of Grand Canyon, right-handed hitter, originally from Sioux City, South Dakota. Started his career at Des Moines Area Community College and transferred to Grand Canyon last year. And Beaver was supposed to get an off day yesterday, but had to come in after some injury concerns to play at first base as he hits one straight to second. Hansen with a nice catch as he squats down to make it for the first out. So Beaver retired, but now Max Solis steps to the plate. And while it was a bit of a slow start for one of Wausau's returnees. Boy, did he break things open during a game on the road against Lakeshore on Friday. He was off Saturday. How about this? 2 for 4 with a home run, double, 5 RBIs, but Weck's ahead 0-2. Mason Weck looking, or rather Noah Weck looking really comfortable on the mound right now for Fond du Lac. And if you're a Dock Spiders fan, this is exactly what you want from Weck, because this is where he's at his best. Solis into left field. That one is off the wall. Max Solis is going to pick up his 3rd extra base hit of the season. After having a long offer to begin 2025, Solis is 3 for his last 5. And he is really starting to see the ball well. That's the power that Solis possesses. He didn't get a ton of hang time on that ball down the line, and it almost left the yard. So a man in scoring position, 1 out, Braden Mazzacano takes a ball inside. We saw Braden start to swing the bat a little bit during the road trip. He had a triple and a 3-for-3 day in that 11-0 win at Lakeshore. But normally Mazzacano is in there in order to take walks, get on base. He's got a .438 on-base percentage on just 7 hits. And that's because he takes pitches like that, just off the plate, but better not to take it. Mazzacano, 5 hits on the road trip and 2 stolen bases. Chopped towards the right side. Hansen charges and tosses. He got Mazzacano in time. Solis can move up to third base on the play. So 2 gone, and now it's time for Jake Birkland to hit for the first time in 2025. Jake Birkland, a household name here in Wausau for what he did last year. A great player with a great attitude and a great character that's coming back. And such a great story with Birkland. His brother Drew played here last year, and Corey Thompson let Jake on the team as a favor to Drew to play with his brother. As Jake didn't play at Minnesota State Mankato last year. He came into this past summer in 2024 with no collegiate at-bats and then hit .266 and won a Northwoods League award. 2 balls, 1 strike to Birkland. From a player that was given a favor to Corey Thompson calling him the greatest player he's ever coached, or his favorite player that he's ever coached. Fouled away, 2-2. Like we said, Jake Birkland is the only Wausau player to have faced Noah Weck in the Northwoods League. He did so last year. Already made a couple nice plays at shortstop. Can he do something with his bat? Weck's delivery. It's high and pops out of the glove of Fitz. Full count. If Birkland reaches base, you've got a very capable hitter in Baldridge as the lineup card turns back to the top. And Birkland takes a walk, and look at the fire from Jake, flipping his bat emphatically to the dugout. Wausau's got him on the corners for Cade Baldridge. Baldridge struck out swinging against Weck, and like we said, he's a switch hitter, and I think he hit right-handed the first time. He's going to switch it up and hit left-handed now. Cade hitting .211 on the year. He had home runs in back-to-back games in the road trip. Hit one out at Royal Oak. Actually, he hit both out at Royal Oak, which is awfully impressive. That's a big ballpark to hit one out of. Towards the left side, and it will drop for a base hit and get behind Sanderson. Solis is in. Birkland turns the corner. Baldridge heading to third. He's going to be out by a mile as he tried to make a crazy dive to get in safe. However, Wausau scores 2. Baldridge brings them both in. It's all of a sudden a one-run game on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Introducing the Class AI with Red Alloy Plus, engineered with aerospace-grade alloy for ultimate durability and razor-thin precision. Generative AI technology meticulously fine-tunes every 1/8 inch of the bat, pushing the boundaries of performance. The optimized mid-load swing weight delivers speed and extends the sweet spot, all in a seamless one-piece construction designed for peak power. The RevGrip Premium material offers unmatched tack and cushion. Artificial intelligence, real results.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Are you ready for some unforgettable family fun? Look no further than the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Whether you're a die-hard baseball enthusiast or simply looking for a great time, a Fond du Lac Dock Spiders game is the place to be this season. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, the excitement, and the memories that will last a lifetime. Get your tickets today and get ready for an unforgettable season of baseball and family-friendly entertainment with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you. Get the latest news and stats on your favorite team or watch live game coverage. While there, check out the selection of Northwoods League headwear, apparel, and more for the sports fan in your life. All proceeds support the Northwoods League Foundation. Visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
The Northwoods League is giving you, yes you, the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across all Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the gaming tab. Boy, that was a fun second inning. Fond du Lac tags on 3 and then a 2-out double by Cade Baldridge for Wausau. Cuts the Dock Spiders lead to 1. And TP Wentworth, who walked in the first against Sengeg, has a 2-0 count to work with off the bat. Both teams have very capable offenses, I would say. As Wentworth skies one into shallow left. Rodriguez calls off Jake Birkland and Zach Knowlton, and Dom has his first put out with the Woodchucks. Woodchucks offense has been strong. They're 4th in on-base percentage in the league at .411. They lead the league in RBIs now with 187. And with the Jake Birkland walk in the second inning, they now have 200 walks on the season. Graham's 0 for 1. And that one hits him on the elbow. And with the way that Patrick Graham just took that pitch off the elbow guard, you wouldn't have recognized that he got hit by the pitch. A nonchalant jog to first base as the number 5 counterparts for each team, Graham and Beaver, share a conversation over there. That's the third free pass allowed by Sengeg. 1 ball, no strikes. Fond du Lac's offense has really started to turn a corner here as of late. Over the last 5 games, how about 40 runs? They're averaging 8 per game. And that one is lifted in the air, down the line in foul ground, and Schlotterbeck makes a heck of a catch. Well, my goodness, Dylan Schlotterbeck. It looked like that one was going to be dead and gone, and Schlotterbeck stayed with it the whole way and made a fantastic play. Wow. So Mensick will hit, but take a look at this. It looked like it was going over the netting and into the seats. Schlotterbeck tracks it all the way and dives to make the catch. He had some great web gems on the road trip. That one's probably his best play of the season. And that's what Dylan Schlotterbeck can give you day in and day out. And good on Schlotterbeck. He's likely not going to be playing at shortstop much of the rest of the season with Jake Birkland being inserted into the team. But he's moved to third base, and he's made it count. 3-0 to Mensick. Schlotterbeck played third base a lot at Paris Junior College, and with plays like that, you can see why. Mensick on a 3-0 pitch, lifts it into right center. Zach Knowlton is under it to end the inning. Heck of a catch by Schlotterbeck to help out his pitcher, Amar Sengeg. Fond du Lac still leads by 1 here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Stay connected and up to date with the free Northwoods League mobile app. Avoid the lines and buy tickets to any Northwoods League games anytime, day or night. Subscribe for free and watch games live from anywhere all season long. Get the latest news and stats on top collegiate players from across the country or personalize it with your favorite team. Either way, we got you covered. The Northwoods League mobile app is free and available on the App Store or Google Play.
I can speak for a lot of people on our team when I say like they've found their love for softball again playing this league.
Ball has some carry. There's that success.
You kind of just get to chill out and like play the game that you once loved when you were young.
Cole sails around the path.
In college, it's a lot of pressure, but like here, everyone's here for the same reason, just to get better and to love the game again.
Are you a baseball or softball coach? One way coach-to-catcher communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catcher communication solution. Knowlton shows bunt and pulls it back for ball 1. Try the Headset app out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it free for 5 days. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball there from Noah Weck. So both teams have looked strong early. Really like the high-quality baseball we've seen already on this Sunday afternoon. Knowlton out of Central Michigan. He hit 9th with the Chippewas this year. He struck out earlier today, and he struck out again. Strikeout number 4 for Noah Weck, and that was the issue with his second inning. He did not register a strikeout. He gave up 2 hits, 2 doubles, and that is where Weck can be hurt. And I tell you what, Noah Weck is a very capable pitcher, and anybody that watched Oklahoma State Cowboy baseball this year knows that. Now, this guy, incredibly, after not pitching for more than a month or almost a month, got the start in Oklahoma State's elimination game in the NCAA tournament in the Athens Regional against Duke. And what does Weck do? He deals 6 scoreless innings on 5 hits. He walks none, strikes out 5 on 79 pitches. Unfortunately, the Cowboys did end up losing that game. Duke went to the Super Regionals, and they lost to this year's college baseball version of Cinderella in the Murray State Racers. But that start from Noah Weck would probably show what he can offer to Oklahoma State next year as a sophomore. Slaughterback fouls it away. The count's full. And now, for Noah Weck, this summer represents a chance to grow and build off of that last start he made in the spring. He loses Slaughterback there. Dillon has reached for the second time today. Well, it's interesting. At the beginning of the season, you saw Slaughterback reach and you thought automatic stolen base. And Dillon's only stolen twice in his last 14 games. So maybe that changes in the homestand. Maybe he didn't have the right opportunities on the road trip, but that speed has been a big advantage for Wausau this season. He stays, and Malone takes a strike on the inside corner. I think one of the things with Slaughterback not stealing is he's not taking as big of a lead now as he was in past games. He would take a bigger lead, but every Northwoods League team at this rate, at this part of the season, has to be good at holding runners, as Malone fouls it off. And so if you take a big lead, you're putting yourself at risk a little bit of getting picked off. Woodchucks and Dock Spiders will not play again until July 20th when the Dock Spiders come here for a 2-game set. And that one's fouled down the third baseline. Wausau has already been to Fond du Lac 4 times, and they will not go back over to Hare Baker Field until the last week of the season, August 3rd and 4th. And that will conclude the 6-game series or the 12-game series that these teams play. Malone is rung up on strikes. I think he might have gone around anyways. And that is 5 Ks for Weck. That pitch was in the zone anyways right there. Perfectly placed for Noah Weck. Here's another guy who struck out against the Cowboy righty. Schlotterback is checked on at first, and you saw the pickoff speed right there. That's why Schlotterback is staying so tight. Rodriguez takes one up and in. Well, it's no surprise with how Wex pitched that he was drafted by the Brewers last year. Became the first player out of high school to be drafted by the Brewers, and that is a great catch at third by Graham to end the inning. Weck has struck out 5. He's through 3 strong innings of work. We head to the 4th on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
You know what, if you're a college player that wants to go ahead and play at the next level, then the Northwoods League is definitely for you. You know, it gives you an opportunity to, one, be on the road, to understand what it's like to play through the grind, as everybody always talks about through baseball.
If you're trying to go professional, definitely consider the Northwoods League. It's a grind. It's a good grind. You should love the grind if you want to do that for a living as a professional. It's great. Like, I love playing every day.
Upstairs, the throw not going to be made, and that is history. Chandler Simpson, stealing bag number 51, now breaks the single-season stolen base record in the Northwoods League.
More than 350 Northwoods League alumni have been drafted in the last 5 years, and nearly 140 have made their Major League Baseball debut in that time. The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
What is Timber Rattlers baseball to you?
Celebrate Dairy Month at the ballpark with the Wisconsin Udder Tuggers, June 26th through 29th for Udder Tuggers Weekend.
Timber Rattlers baseball is something else.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you know, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Today's Sunday afternoon game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds will go to, for each bag sold rather, will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation. Rise and shine here at Athletic Park. Second Sunday afternoon game of the year. And tomorrow the Woodchucks will get up even earlier. A Monday day game to begin the week. They host Lakeshore at 12:05 p.m. That's one of 3 Monday afternoon games in the 2025 season. So Sengeg's back out for the 4th. He's got 7, 8, 9 to pitch against. Sanderson, a line drive into center. Knowlton charging and making a nice grab. Well, Zach Knowlton is someone that prioritizes his defense. He told me that the first week of the season, he plays hard. He's someone that always does the right things. He is reliable wherever you put him in the outfield. Right now in center field for Christian Smith-Johnson, who's currently recovering from an injury. And he's following him up nicely there. Fitz, the San Diego product, fouls one back. Playing in his 9th game of the season. Just 2 hits in his last 5 games with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. And it's his first game in the space of a week. No balls, 2 strikes. Out of Edgewood, Kentucky, Jonathan Fitz. Father Robert was a pitcher at Notre Dame way back in the day. Grew up in Cincinnati, then moved to Kentucky. Hit .511 in his senior year. And was also a wrestler in high school. That was up, but Fitz with a nice check swing as the appeal down to first. Base umpire Eric Swift was unsuccessful. Sengeg looking for his first strikeout with the Woodchucks. Almost had it there. Fitz barely got a piece on that breaking ball. The best part about Amar Sengeg is the humility in which he plays the game. Wausau's pitcher. He did not start playing baseball until he was 13 years old, and he said in the past, look, I've never really been on the highest ranked team. I've never been the highest touted product. I've always been the underdog. My whole career is an underdog story. Worked his way from Division II UT Dallas to Division I Northwestern. Now looking for a new home next season. Fitz fouls another one off, and we've got a great battle here between Fond du Lac's catcher and Wausau's starting pitcher. Another payoff off the plate, and Fitz takes a walk. And he reaches in his second plate appearance of the day. Right-hander Zach Wyatt has just started to play catch a little bit in the Wausau bullpen. Jaron Cotton earned an RBI on a one-out ground out in the second. That's where Fond du Lac scored all three of their runs. Swing and a miss, and once again Sengeg is ahead 0-2. One thing that the Woodchucks probably had a chance to grow on coming out of the road trip is finishing hitters off with 2 strikes. Sengeg gets him looking there. Amar finally has his first strikeout with the Woodchucks, and that is a great way to respond after losing a tough battle against Jonathan Fitz. You ring Cotton up on 3 pitches. Lineup turns to Gillings now. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Strikeouts in general have been a bit down for the Woodchucks this season. They are right smack dab in the middle of the league. 196 strikeouts for the team through their first 27 games. And if you look back at last year, the pitching staff got a ton of swing and misses for the Woodchucks. 633 strikeouts, program record for a single season. But the good news is if Wausau's pitching staff, who still has a top 5 ERA in the league, they're not getting strikeouts, they're pitching to contact, and you let the field do the work for you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sengeg has responded well after the tough second inning. Gellings decided to offer late, and he keeps himself alive. Jalen 1 for 2 with an infield bunt single. Probably not laying one down here with 2 outs. Schlotterbeck plays at regular depth at third. Little pop shot right to Baldridge at second base, and the side's retired. Sengeg gets his first Northwoods League strikeout, and he keeps it a 1-run game here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
You have to be dedicated to playing in Northwoods League. You know, they play the games and it's serious. You know, I mean, you're looking at maybe an opportunity to be a professional athlete in baseball.
The league provides a superior player experience with unparalleled technology in support of player development and visibility. TrackMan and Synergy data reporting is available to all players of Major League Baseball teams. The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
Whoa.
Can you feel it?
Huh? Feel what?
The power.
I think so.
Hey, who are you talking to?
No one.
Bet you can't hit that building over there in right field.
What? That's like 500 feet.
Electrify your swing.
Okay.
The #1 two-piece composite in the marketplace. Electrify your swing. Icon, the electric unicorn by Rawlings.
Sunny skies, hot one here in Wausau with the wind blowing left to right today as Cale Beaver takes a ball to start the bottom of the 4th. Fond du Lac 3, Wausau 2. Dock Spiders looking for their first victory at Athletic Park this season. Last year, Wausau was 4-2 against Fond du Lac here in this venue. Beaver a fly ball down the right field line. Mensick tracks it and makes the catch. Beavers 0 for 2. Now Max Solis comes back to the plate, and he's the one that got things started for the Woodchucks in their 2-run second inning. Solis got behind in the count, but saw a pitch he liked and hit a bullet down the left field line, earning him a double, his 3rd extra base hit of the season. And he hits one high in the air, deep right center. Wentworth going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! Welcome back to Athletic Park, Max Solis. He's tied this game at 3 in the 4th. Max Solis is starting to get red hot, and that's not a good sign for any team in the Northwoods League. You are not supposed to hit that pitch out, and that's one of the deepest parts of the ballpark that he hit it to. Base hit, Mazzacano now, as he hits one into left field, a 1-out base runner for the Woodchucks. To think that Max Solis started this season 0 for 30. 0 for 30. And has responded in the way that he has. And by the way, during that slump, Solis never wavered. Now he's got 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 8 RBIs on the year. Now it's Birkeland. A walk and a run scored back in the 2nd. Look back at first, Mazzacano's safe. And that's the tough part about the Woodchucks lineup now that Solis is firing. You've got to face some really tough hitters, especially in the bottom of the order. Berkland to right, and it's caught by Mensick. Off the bag was Mazzacano. He's doubled up. Nice throw out there by Mensick to end the inning. It's a 9-3 double play, but Max Solis ties this one with one swing, 3-3 here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
At SSM Health, we provide hope and healing. Local experts who listen and learn about you. Get the right care right now. Right here in Fond du Lac. Because together, we care.
Honeybees have walked it off in 8.
A diving catch, my goodness!
Yeah, that 2014 summer was really formative. It taught me how to ride the bus. It taught me like what the minor leagues was going to be like because there's a ton of hours. And I think I found my true identity as a ball player in Madison.
The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
The Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Woodchucks are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. Max Solis drills his 10th home run as a Wausau Woodchuck, his second of the 2025 season, to tie the score at 3 as we head to the 5th. This game's got a lot of shades of what we saw 3 Sundays ago when the Woodchucks won 20-2. In that game, it was just a one-run game, or actually it was tied going into the bottom of the 5th. And then Wausau scored the next 18 runs. Fouled at the plate by Hankerson Jr., 1-2. Really haven't seen this guy's full potential in this 2-game set, but rest assured, he can hit .353 on the year, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. But this one's grounded to second. Baldridge collects and makes the play at first. That drops Hankerson to 0 for 3 today, and Sengeg at times today has avoided the toughest Fond du Lac hitters. That includes T.P. Wentworth, who's got just a walk and a fly out. So working against the lefty here from Clemson out of Ripon, California. 1 ball, no strikes. Something that you could say about Sengeg, Wausau's pitcher, is he is finding a way to get into a groove. Laced into right, and a diving catch by Noah Malone. Sengeg acknowledges that great catch from Noah out there to Tanaya Wentworth of his first hit of the day. That's the 3rd different fielder for Wausau today to make a great play. It's hit well, almost on the barrel, but a quick reactionary play by Malone. It His dive wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. A chance for Sengeg's first 1-2-3 inning. Graham down the line in right field. That'll bounce all the way to the fence. Patrick Graham will turn the corner and slide into second base. 2-out double for the Dock Spiders from their most consistent and most experienced hitter of the summer. Double number 6 for Graham on the year, and that is the second time in the last 3 games where he's hit for extra bases. Curious to see if Fond du Lac can string anything together against Sengeg, especially in these final couple innings of Amar's start. Fouled away by Hansen. What I was saying is Sengeg, it feels like in his starts, he's very consistent and very clean. He gives up a hit or there, here or there, but it's just one inning that negates some of it. And today it was that second inning where the Dock Spiders got runners on early and really worked quickly against him. But since then, he's recovered. And he's got an 0-2 count against Hansen. Looking to go 5 against his former team, Amar Sengeg. The 0-2 is on the outside corner for strike 3. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th, tied at 3 here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. No one covers summer ball like the Northwoods League. This season, access more than 800 games live and on demand from your TV, desktop, or mobile device with the new Northwoods League Plus app. Watch your favorite team or follow top players from across the country. For more information, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
More than 370 Northwoods League alumni have advanced to Major League Baseball, including World Series champion and Cy Young Award winners Max Scherzer and Chris Sale, 5-time Gold Glove winner Matt Chapman, 3-time All-Star and World Series champion Marcus Semien, and 2-time Major League Baseball Home Run Derby champion Pete Alonso. This is Northwoods League Baseball.
So we're midway through this one, and this one could turn into a good one here in central Wisconsin. Top of the order to you for Wausau, Baldridge, Knowlton, Schlotterbeck, who have had mixed performances so far against Noah Weck, who's looking to go through his 5th inning of work. Baldridge, that 2-run double in the second. And this is hit up the middle for a base hit. Baldridge is 2 for 3. So Cade starting to fire away for the Woodchucks. He hit left-handed there again, and it worked. And he's now got 10 hits in his Woodchuck career. 10 RBIs as well for Cade. And an 11-game on base streak for Baldridge. He starts Knowlton off with a curveball, and tell you what, out of all the hitters that Weck has had figured out today, he's taken care of Knowlton pretty easily. Struck him out twice. Runners moving. Maybe not. Correction, he stays at first. Baldridge took a running start and then went back to first base, so he stays there. Woodchucks have not tried to steal today. 1-2 to Knowlton. Zach had some big parts to play with his plate discipline on the road. Had a huge walk and a comeback win over Lakeshore in the midweek. Runners moving now. Swing and a miss. The throw. Baldridge is out. Weck strikes him out. Fitz throws him out. And all of a sudden, the leadoff runner is taken care of promptly. And it's 2 outs, nobody on for Dylan Schlotterback. Well, that's unlucky for Cade Baldridge. Second time he's been caught sliding at a base today. He was out at third by a pretty marginal amount. That was a bang-bang play there at second. Schlotterback has reached twice today. And with the way that these two pitchers have thrown today, this is probably going to come down to the bullpens. We'll see if Amar Sengeg tries to go out for the 6th. Noah Weck's kept his pitch count pretty low as well, so he might be back out there. And for Weck, there is no fear in going deep in this game. Up the middle for Schlotterback, a base hit. So Schlotterback has his second 2-out single of the day, and he continues to just rack up his batting average, which is slowly creeping up there as one of the best in the Northwoods League. By the way, if you're wondering who leads the league in batting average among all qualifying players, or all qualifiers, that'd be Christian Smith-Johnson at .438. Once he gets back into the Wausau lineup, that's going to be good news. Look back at first, and Dylan is safe. After that last throw from Jonathan Fitz, I would say Wausau is going to be pretty careful on when they want to steal in this game. Malone was a tad late, 0-2. And by the way, if you're wondering how these teams do in close games, Wausau is 4-3 in one-run games this season. Last night's loss for Fond du Lac against the Woodchucks was their first one-run loss of the season on their end. They've been very good in one-run games. So Malone continuing to stay alive. Looking for his second hit of the day. Strike 3 called. 7 Ks for Noah Weck. An excellent performance on the mound from the Fond du Lac right-hander. To the 6th we go, tied at 3 on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
At Summit Automotive, we are committed to serving the customers in our community, to bringing you into our dealership and making your buying experience easy, fun, stress-free, and memorable. And we're excited to offer you unbeatable deals on new cars this summer. Come in and take a look at our incredible inventory of over 400 used vehicles and see why we were voted the best place to buy a new and used car in Fond du Lac for 4 years running. Summit Automotive, located off of the 41 and Military exit.
The Northwoods League Foundation is enriching the quality of life for families with an enduring and caring focus on the communities it serves through direct donations and proceeds from the Northwoods League online store. The Northwoods League Foundation is harnessing a unique passion for summer collegiate baseball and softball to invest in communities so everyone benefits from the wide-ranging experience offered by the great games of baseball and softball. Visit northwoodsleague.com/foundation and share your passion for the games we love.
The Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across all Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the gaming tab. And it's good to see this guy back on the mound. Right-hander Zach Wyatt out of the University of Montevallo. He did not pitch during the road trip. He was going to pitch in the Thursday doubleheader at Lakeshore. And then, as he pitches in a strike, Mason Morello decides to go a full 9 innings and pitch a complete game shutout in the 11-0 win. So Wyatt didn't get his chance there. 6.23 ERA for him this season with Wausau. 13 innings of work. Pitched an inning and 2/3 at Wisconsin Rapids 2 Fridays ago. Ho-ho. Mensick offered late. That was a half swing from him. 1-2. Landing a single and a run scored today. He fights one off foul. Wyatt really looking to get into a groove. Not much of a strikeout pitcher, Zach Wyatt is. But he gets a strikeout there, his 7th of the season. A 78-mile-an-hour breaking ball to retire Mensick. You know, I was talking to Zach a little earlier in the road trip, and he was just revving to find his way back to the mound. That's where he's at his best. He's a great teammate, by the way. But you could tell he was eager, anxious to get back up there and pitch. And a lot of the arms got used a lot out of the bullpen during the road trip. And so with Wyatt, you're probably looking for 2, 3, maybe even all 4 of the final innings today. He does have starter innings with Montevallo. .3-0 count to Jaron Sanderson. He had an RBI single in the second, trying to find a base runner for Fond du Lac. We are tied at 3 here in Wausau. Doc Spiders scored 3 in the second. Woodchucks responded with 2 in the bottom half of that frame. A solo home run from Max Solis tied this game up. He is due up in the bottom of the 6th. So that's ball 4, just a tad low for Sanderson. Amar Sengeg's day is done. 5 innings of work for him. 3 runs allowed on 4 hits. Walked 3, struck out 2 against his former team. Jonathan Fitz, a sac fly and a walk. Threw a runner out back in the last inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Both defenses have been very strong today, by the way. Fond du Lac turned a big double play back in the fourth. And they caught a runner stealing as well. And right now, with how tight this game is, one defensive mistake could cost you. Look back at first, and just back in is Sanderson. By the way, no action in the Fond du Lac bullpen, which would suggest Noah Weck is coming back out for the sixth. As for Zach Wyatt, tell you what, he's got a nickname on the team now, Wyatt. His nickname is Sears. Right side into the gap, a base hit. Moving from first to third is Sanderson, and they will have runners on the corners here as Fitz has his first base hit of the day. The bottom of the order is doing it for the Dock Spiders again, and Fond du Lac has a chance to take the lead back. So a three-man meeting at the mound here. It's Zach Wyatt with Jake Birkland, who calls him over and motivates him, and Max Solis, who does the exact same thing. And Jake Birkland already setting the tone in terms of leadership on this team. And he's the one that called that meeting, not Solis, but those two returners trying to motivate and help out their teammate who's working out of a jam. There's a strike to Cotton. Grounded out to Beaver at first, but earned an RBI on that play. Back in the second, and struck out looking in the fourth. Nice stop from Solis. Got to think maybe Fond du Lac tries to move a runner up here and Fitz. He stays, and Solis can't quite drag that one into the zone. It's 2-1. Cotton looking for his fourth RBI of the season as there's a check back at first base. Into left center, well hit. Knowlton goes back and makes the catch on the run. A run will score. That is Sanderson, and Fond du Lac is back in front. Well, Jaron Cotton does not have a hit today, but he's registered 2 RBIs, putting balls in play when he needs to. It's 4-3. This could have definitely been an extra base hit. This is an important over-the-shoulder catch, or well, basically a catch on the run there by Knowlton. The run easily scores, and Gellings is up with 2 outs. If you hold him here, that's minimal damage done. You can give it back to your offense. And specifically, a red-hot Max Solis, who, like we said, he's due up again in the 6th. Nice stop. 2-1. We mentioned that just a moment ago that Wyatt's nickname on the team is Sears. That's because he's from Alabama, and so the nickname is comparing him to Alabama basketball player Mark Sears. And I talked to Wyatt yesterday in Fond du Lac. I asked him, hey, are you an Alabama fan? He said yes. Roll Tide. He's out of Pelham, Alabama anyways, so it makes sense. Breaking ball in the turf. Full count, 2 outs. And that will give Fitz free range to move on this next pitch from first base. The pitch just missed outside, and Gellings is on for the second time today. He walks, and now Hankerson has a real chance here for Fond du Lac with 2 on and 2 out. Corey Thompson steps out of the dugout. Couple of aggressive claps at the direction of his relief pitcher. This is the guy you want at the plate in this situation, and he lifts one into left. Rodriguez, though, will have that easily. Fond du Lac scores. They take the lead back. 4-3 our score on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The Northwoods League has joined Sparkit in reimagining the future of gaming. The Northwoods League Lucky 7 combines the thrill of live baseball and softball with strategic handicapping, allowing fans to compete for $500 in daily prizes. The Sparkit platform enhances the fan experience with leaderboards and real-time updates. Compete with other fans and win cash prizes up to $250 every day. Fans 18 years of age and older can start today by clicking the gaming tab at northwoodsleague.com.
Even dock spiders know there comes a time to clear the cobwebs off investments at different financial institutions and former employers in order to help plan for the future. LedgeVest Financial can help clients transition from cobwebs to a financial pathway tailored to pursue their future goals. Clear the cobwebs with the help of LedgeVest Financial, proudly serving Fond du Lac with over 60 years of combined financial industry experience. Go to ledgevestfinancial.com or call 920-581-5700.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate baseball and softball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand-pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Are you a baseball or softball coach? One Way Coach-to-Catcher communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catch communication solution. Try it out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it free for 5 days. Noah Weck is back out in the 6th. And it's a 1-1 count as Rodriguez tips it foul. Weck looking to go 6 strong. It's already his longest appearance in the Northwoods League this season. He has struck out 7 today. Walked 2, given up 3 runs, all earned. But if he can get through this game, or this inning cleanly, as that's tapped back to Weck, he will make an underhanded throw to first. And Rodriguez is out. He's 0 for 3. If Weck can get through the rest of this inning, and he exits with the lead, he's in line for the win for Fond du Lac today. And really the interesting thing with Noah Weck is you see his pedigree and the fact that he was drafted by the Brewers. He reminds you a lot, if you're a Fond du Lac fan, of maybe the next Caleb Durbin. Durbin now plays for the Milwaukee Brewers, a huge piece of their team, as that one's hit in the right for a base hit. So Beaver a 1-out single with Max Solis coming to the plate. And the idea is if Weck can continue to improve and pitch like this, maybe he's that next Northwoods League player that makes it big. Of course, if you're a Fond du Lac fan, you know Caleb Durbin visited the team earlier this year and visited for a game. Solis takes strike one. Weck's still very young, and I think that's what makes his future so exciting. He's shown it today. 1 ball, 1 strike. This seems like the most important at-bat of the game. Solis is 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Got him with the breaking ball there. It's foul tipped into the mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So he's looking for his first 3-hit game of the season. Popped him up. Foul ground. Hankerson drifts into fair territory to make the catch on the first base line. That's an important out for the Wausau Woodchucks. Mazzacano now comes to the plate. So an important out for Fond du Lac as Weck looks to complete probably his best start in his Northwoods League career, and he almost did it with a pickoff. Well, Hankerson started moving back towards the dugout as if that was it. And who knows, maybe you can put Weck out there for the 7th. There's another check back. Beavers in much easier that time. The Manitowoc native deals his first to Mazzacano, which is high. 90-mile-an-hour fastball there. Strike one. I wonder how Mazzacano approaches this at-bat. If he can get a 2-out walk, Birkland comes up with a runner in scoring position. 1-2. Here comes the 91st pitch of the afternoon from Noah Weck. And it's off the plate, 2-2. More innings today than in the entirety of his first 2 appearances. Made a couple of mistakes, but really strong outside of that. Mazzacano keeps the inning alive with a base hit into left. So Braden is 2 for 3, and what started with Mazzacano taking a lot of walks to get on base has started becoming well-placed hitting. And he's excited over there at first base. He's kind of an unlikely designated hitter, but it works for this Woodchucks team. Now Birkland. Hit one hard into right field the last time he was up. Ended up turning into a double play with Baldridge doubled up at first base. 2 on, 2 out. Woodchucks down by 1. Just a little inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Birkland always had a flair for the dramatic last year with Wausau. Fans remember his big home run in the playoffs against Madison at Madison. Well, that's the first time we've really seen Weck lose a bit of control. Birkland has a little more power now than he once did. 3 home runs this past year with Minnesota State Mankato. 3 balls, 1 strike. Well, now you got to start worrying a tad about pitch counts, as Weck is starting to reach triple digits. Birkland fouls it off. Runners will be moving here on this 3-2 pitch. Again, the freshman Polk finished this one out in his 6th inning. Birkland will make him stay for one more pitch. At least one more pitch. Normally, for a starting pitcher, finishing your start against the 9-hole hitter is the best possible scenario, but Jake Birkland is making it tough on him right now. Here's the payoff. Got him swinging. Noah Weck with 6 great innings for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. They still lead by 1 here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Introducing the Cloud AI with Red Alloy Plus, engineered with aerospace-grade alloy for ultimate durability and razor-thin precision. Generative AI technology meticulously fine-tunes every 1/8 inch of the bat, pushing the boundaries of performance. The optimized mid-load swing weight delivers speed and extends the sweet spot, all in a seamless one-piece construction designed for peak power. The RevGrip premium material offers unmatched tack and cushion. Artificial intelligence, real results.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Are you ready for some unforgettable family fun? Look no further than the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Whether you're a die-hard baseball enthusiast or simply looking for a great time, a Fond du Lac Dock Spiders game is the place to be this season. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action, the excitement, and the memories that will last a lifetime. Get your tickets today and get ready for an unforgettable season of baseball and family-friendly entertainment with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you. Get the latest news and stats on your favorite team or watch live game coverage. While there, check out the selection of Northwoods League headwear, apparel, and more for the sports fan in your life. All proceeds support the Northwoods League Foundation. Visit northwoodsleague.com. Your home for the Northwoods League.
Well, it's the second day of summer here in Wisconsin, and summer collegiate softball, it's back. After an outstanding inaugural season, Northwoods League softball returns to the field for its second season this summer. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com and follow us on Instagram and X at NWL Softball. Sharp ground ball to first. Cale Beaver played that very well. 1 pitch, 1 out for Zach Wyatt. So TP Wentworth is down for the 3rd time today.
The third baseman, number 5.
And I think the key here for Wausau, for any team in this situation, is continue to hold, continue to keep it close. One of the things the Woodchucks proved in their road trip was that they can come from behind in late scenarios and win. You look back on Wednesday against the Lakeshore Chinooks. That one comes to mind as Graham takes a strike. Wausau was down to their final strike, and they took 4 consecutive walks to push across 2 runs and take the lead. This one's to third. Long throw for Schlotterback is on the money. So Wyatt's starting to get him on the ground here, and that's exactly how he finds his outs. Matt Hansen yet to find a hit today. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Woodchucks also came from behind yesterday to beat Fond du Lac. 2 runs in the 8th turn the game in their favor. But you can only get to that point to make a comeback if your pitchers continue to hold close games where they're at. And that's exactly the job of Zach Wyatt. After this, the Dock Spiders will have a 2-game set with Kenosha. They'll host Kenosha tomorrow, 6:35, on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Parker Perrell will have that one for you from Hare Baker Field. Then at Kenosha on Tuesday, Sam Cinders got that one for you at 6:35. And that will begin a little road trip for the Dock Spiders. They'll play twice in Traverse City Wednesday, Thursday against the Pitt Spitters. As strike 3 is called. Zach Wyatt works through a 1-2-3 seventh inning with ease. We stretch here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Stay connected and up to date with the free Northwoods League mobile app. Avoid the lines and buy tickets to any Northwoods League games anytime, day or night. Subscribe for free and watch games live from anywhere all season long. Get the latest news and stats on top collegiate players from across the country or personalize it with your favorite team. Either way, we got you covered. The Northwoods League mobile app is free and available on the App Store or Google Play.
I can speak for a lot of people on our team when I say like they've found their love for softball again playing this league.
Ball has some carry. There's that success.
You kind of just get to chill out and like play the game that you once loved when you were young.
Ball sails around the path.
In college, it's a lot of pressure, but like here, everyone's here for the same reason, just to get better and to love the game again.
So the book closes on the starting pitcher for Fond du Lac, Noah Weck. Great work. 6 innings, 7 hits, only allowed 3 runs on the day. Walked 2 and struck out 8. Longest appearance for any Dock Spider this season. It's also the most strikeouts in an appearance by any Fond du Lac player this year. And he will be replaced by Dylan Immel. Right-hander out of Sioux Falls, 6'2" senior from Brownsville, Wisconsin. 1-0 record on the year. You see the numbers there. He's another strikeout guy, so more swing and misses will be the look for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. 1 ball, no strikes to Cade Baldridge, who's 2 for 3. Sidearm throw gives Immel his first strike. Again, another pitcher who hasn't seen the mound in a while. Just 2/3 of an inning against Traverse City back on June the 18th. He pitched in both games of that doubleheader, which the Pit Spitters swept. Grounder to second. Hansen has the throw and beats Baldridge by a step. Really this season, only 1 bad appearance for Dylan Immel, and that was in the 9-8 win at Wisconsin Rapids with 2 1/3 and gave up 5 runs on 2 hits. The problem there was he walked 6 batters in that game. at Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see if Zach Knowlton can turn it around here. Looking to put the ball in play for the first time today for Wausau. Knowlton picked up 7 hits on the road trip in 6 total games. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Knowlton's down for the 4th time today on strikes. Immel gets him. That's the 9th combined strikeout by the Fond du Lac pitching staff. And Zach Wyatt just dealt a pretty clean inning on his end. And now Immel's trying to follow him up. Efficient pitching on both ends today on this hot Sunday afternoon. Slaughterback puts it in the air to right. Ments it back at the track, and he makes the catch a step away from the wall. Dylan Immel making it look easy. He holds the 1-run Dock Spiders lead. We go to the 8th on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
You know what? If you're a college player that wants to go ahead and play at the next level, then the Northwoods League is definitely for you. You know, it gives you an opportunity to, one, be on the road, to understand what it's like to play through the grind, as everybody always talks about through baseball.
If you're trying to go professional, definitely consider the Northwoods League. It's a grind. It's a good grind. You should love the grind if you want to do that for a living as a professional. It's great. Like, I love playing every day.
Upstairs, the throw not going to be made, and that is history. Chandler Simpson, stealing bag number 51, now breaks the single-season stolen base record in the Northwoods League.
More than 350 Northwoods League alumni have been drafted in the last 5 years, and nearly 140 have made their Major League Baseball debut in that time. The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
What is Timber Rattlers baseball to you?
Celebrate Dairy Month at the ballpark with the Wisconsin Udder Tuggers, June 26th through 29th for Udder Tuggers Weekend.
Timber Rattlers baseball is something else.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you could tell people that, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Today's game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. As that one's hit into right field, this is Noah Malone's to have. He makes the catch. By the way, with the Grind Coffee, a portion of those proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation. So Jaron Sanderson, who represents what was Fond du Lac's go-ahead run in the 6th inning. He took a 1-out walk and moved to third on a Jonathan Fitz single. Jaron Cotton brought him in on a sac fly. As a road team, these are the hardest games to get up for. Fond du Lac having to leave to come to Wausau here at 9 a.m. today. But they've been ready from the jump. Lifted foul into the netting down the right field line. You could tell the Dock Spiders wanted to get a little bit of revenge on Wausau after that tight loss that they took to them at home yesterday. Swing and a miss. Beautiful slider from Wyatt. Starting to find his swing and miss stuff. And when he's ahead in the counts, he's hard to beat. Up the middle, can Birkland get there? No, not quite. And it's a base hit for Sanderson, his second of the day. So he's on base again with just one out. And now, can the bottom of the Fond du Lac order move him around? Now Fitz. A walk, a single, a sac fly. He's been everywhere today for Fond du Lac. Hard to believe it, but the Dock Spiders have 3 of their RBIs today from the bottom 2 hitters in their order. And none of those RBIs were on base hits. Check back at first, and Sanderson is safe. Wausau plays 10 of their next 13 at home here at Athletic Park after that 10-game road trip. That starts today, then 2 against Lakeshore. They play tomorrow at 12:05. We'll see you then on the Northwoods League Sports Network. And then they will play on Tuesday at 6:35. Lifted down the line, and it will trail foul. Almost a dangerous hit there from Jonathan Fitz that likely could have given Fond du Lac another run. Only 2 road games for Wausau this week are probably the biggest games they've played in the first half. They will go to Madison Wednesday, Thursday. Swing and a miss. The throw to second is not in time. So Sanderson steals a bag and puts himself into scoring position. This could be some huge insurance for Fond du Lac. And I think there might have been a problem there with maybe Fitz stepping out of the way or Solis popping up at time. It didn't look like Corey Thompson was particularly happy that Sanderson got there safe. Fitz swings and misses. That's a big strikeout for Zach Wyatt. That is his 3rd of the day. And now a chance to wrap this up with Cotton and give yourself an opportunity to do some damage in the bottom half of the 8th. It's a big game, no doubt about it. Wausau needs a win to keep pace with Madison. Currently a game and a half back in the Mallards, and you'd like to keep it that tight over these next couple of games and pick up some ground when you go to Madison on Thursday, or on Wednesday and Thursday. After the Madison series, Friday, Saturday, the Green Bay Rockers here for the first time since late May. That time the Woodchucks and the Rockers split a 2-game set as Wyatt steps off and makes sure Sanderson stays. And then the first half finishes with a Sunday-Monday 2-game set with the Kenosha Kingfish, the team the Woodchucks started this with. Fly ball into right center. Back goes Malone to the track, to the wall. It is gone. A massive 2-run home run from Jaron Cotton gives the Dock Spiders a 3-run lead in the 8th. Jaron Cotton, the 9-hole hitter for Fond du Lac, has 4 RBIs on the day. That is massive insurance as Fond du Lac looks to split this 2-game set. Well, Wyatt thought that was going to stay in the ballpark initially. The wind helped it carry out about the same spot that Solis hit his home run. And this is much more manageable now for the Dock Spiders. A big game for Fond du Lac, too, if they want any chance at keeping themselves alive in the first half. This is a game they need to win. There's a bunt foul by Gellings. He's down 0-2. Well, can Wausau find some magic with 6 outs to work with? That's going to be the question. Weak ground ball to third. Schlotterbeck fires to first. A 2-run home run from Jaron Cotton gives Fond du Lac some cushion. It's 6-3 Dock Spiders on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
You have to be dedicated to playing in Northwoods League. You know, they play the games and it's serious. You know, I mean, you're looking at maybe an opportunity to be a professional athlete in baseball.
The league provides a superior player experience with unparalleled technology in support of player development and visibility. TrackMan and Synergy data reporting is available to all players of Major League Baseball teams. The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
Whoa.
Can you feel it?
Huh? Feel what?
The power.
I think so.
Hey, who are you talking to?
No one.
Bet you can't hit that building over there in right field.
What? That's like 500 feet.
Electrify your swing.
Okay.
The #1 two-piece composite in the marketplace. Electrify your swing. Icon, the electric unicorn by Rawlings.
The Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Woodchucks are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. And a ball inside to Noah Malone, who is 1 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Well, the Woodchucks have some ground to make up. They need a late comeback to steal one here against the Dock Spiders. The good news is you still have some capable hitters who have still got one more at bat, and Malone has just opened the frame with a 3-0 count. Rodriguez follows him. Of course, Max Solis has had a great day. You can't rule out Jake Birkland in the 9-hole. Leadoff walk. That's one way to start it for the Woodchucks. Malone is someone who will get on base often for the Woodchucks. He's now got a 10-game on-base streak. Now Dom Rodriguez, the redshirt junior, making his first start with the Woodchucks this season. Again, got to play a role with the Arizona Wildcats this past year. Had a big base hit in the Big 12 tournament as a pinch hitter. And with the way he hit the baseball this year and in years past, you think that this summer, Rodriguez, if he has a good summer, can move himself from pinch hitter on Arizona to everyday starter. Not a guy to strike out a ton. Just 23 strikeouts in 204 at-bats in his great season at Delta College, San Joaquin Delta College. And that year he hit .448. He was one of the best JUCO players in the nation. He swings and misses. A big strikeout for Dylan Emmel. Second K of the day for Dylan, and Rodriguez goes down for the fourth time. So now Beaver. Wind is whipping, and it's pulling towards right field. If you can hit one towards right, it's got a chance. And we saw that with Max Solis' home run for the Woodchucks, and that important 2-run home run today in the top of the 8th by Jaron Cotton. Last time the Chucks played Fond du Lac here at home in the 8th inning, they scored 10 runs. They could sure use something like that right now. So Emmel's behind again, 3-0. And this is an important batter to make sure you get here. Automatic take for Beaver, 3 balls, 1 strike. Woodchucks have only been held to 3 runs once at home this season. That was against Green Bay. And Beaver's on base. So Malone moves to second, Beaver to first, and in steps the tying run in Max Solis. And you know exactly what Max wants to do with a pitch he likes. Conversation between Fitz and Emmel there on the mound. This has been a very well-pitched game for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Noah Weck striking out 8 in the start. And Emmel trying to carry him on here. And the thing with Weck, more strikeouts from him in his start than any other opposing pitcher that the Wausau Woodchucks have played this year. He got him to swing and miss today. 67-mile-an-hour breaking ball for strike 1. If Solis was sitting breaking ball there, that thing could have gone to the Wisconsin River. In on his hands, flared out to shallow right, and Hankerson cannot make the catch. Everybody will move up a bag. They moved late because they didn't know if Hankerson was going to make that catch, and Wausau has him loaded up for Braden Mazzacano. Solis has his first 3-hit game with the Wausau Woodchucks. And Doug Coe is on his way to the mound, and that will be the end of Dylan Emmel's day. Well, this becomes a little bit of chess here for the Dock Spiders. They're going to bring in a lefty to face Mazzacano, but Mazzacano is the DH, which means Wausau could potentially pinch hit for him and counter with someone that is good against lefties. So while the new pitcher comes in and takes his warm-ups, let's take a look at our Northwoods League scoreboard for this Sunday. A couple games have already concluded in the Great Lakes East. Battle Creek moves to 2 games above 500 with a 5-3 win at home against Rockford. Kalamazoo maintains their lead atop the Great Lakes East standings, a 5-3 victory at home against Kenosha. Here's one that's kind of surprising over in North Dakota. The Minot Hot Tots, one of the worst teams in terms of records in the Northwoods League, leads the St. Cloud Rocks, who has the best record in the Northwoods League, 6-1. The Rocks, I think, have won 8 of their last 10. They're 20-5 on the year and have a sizable lead in the Great Plains Division. in the Great Plains West, to be exact. But Minot, who's had some tough games against St. Cloud this season, is making it count today. Tanis Lang is the new Fond du Lac pitcher, a 9.00 ERA. He's out of Ohio State. And he's out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. 6'3", 190 pounds. And that last warm-up pitch was not his best one. He went to Waukesha South High School. And he was a first-team All-Conference selection, second-team All-State selection. And he did get some innings this past year in the Big Ten with the Buckeyes. 16.20 ERA, went 11 2/3, 19 hits, 21 runs earned, 14 walks, 9 strikeouts. So they're going to trust Mazzacano against him, and we've got a Big Ten battle in a major spot here with a hot Braden Mazzacano, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Moments like these can decide a division. Infield plays Mazzacano to push this one away. They're playing him to hit one towards the left side. Hankerson is way off the first base bag. Chucks have him loaded up here. And Mazzacano's down 0-2. Lang making his 7th appearance of the season for Fond du Lac. Check swing, and it's inside for ball 1. Again, only one bad appearance on the season for Lang. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, walked 6 against Wisconsin Rapids. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and Mazzacano is down. There are 2 outs. That is the 19th strikeout of the season for Tanis Lang and just 13 1/3 innings of work. Give him credit for dotting one on the outside corner. That is a big out. And now you turn to Jake Birkland. 0-1. Jake looking for his first hit back with the Woodchucks. And he's down 0-2. Beautiful slider, and Lang is 1 strike away from getting out of this jam and holding the lead. Malone at third, Beaver at second, Solis at first for Wausau. And Birkland lets that one get behind him. Malone will score. Everything was going right there for Tanis Lang. And then on the 0-2, he throws a wild pitch that scores Malone. It's 6-4. Now a base hit likely ties it. Ground ball to the left side. Graham collects, fires, and he got him. Tanis Lang does give up 1, but the Chucks strand 2 in scoring position. Fond du Lac leads by 2, heading to the 9th on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
At SSM Health, we provide hope and healing. Local experts who listen and learn about you. Get the right care right now. Right here in Fond du Lac. Because together, we care.
Tiffany.
A diving catch, my goodness!
Yeah, that 2014 summer was really formative. It taught me how to ride the bus. It taught me like what the minor leagues was going to be like because there's a ton of hours. And I think I found my true identity as a ball player in Madison.
The Northwoods League is the ultimate collegiate summer baseball experience.
Well, the Woodchucks picked up a tight win over Fond du Lac last night, 9-8, picking up some big runs in the 8th inning to win that game. Fond du Lac looking to return the favor, and that's a leadoff hit for James Hankerson Jr. Finally, for him, it would feel. It has not been his best day at the plate, but you weren't going to keep him quiet for much longer. Corey Thompson is on his way to the mound, and this may be Wausau's first mid-inning pitching change of the day. And so they will make a call to the bullpen. Zach Wyatt finishes with just 3 innings of work, and in those 3 innings gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2, struck out 3. So this has got to be some good news in the Great Lakes East, or rather West, for the Madison Mallards in particular. If this result holds and the Mallards can beat the Green Bay Rockers, Madison will lead by 2.5 games over the Wausau Woodchucks in the first half. It will be Cade Douglas to try to get the final 3 outs for the Wausau Woodchucks. Douglas has been used in late game scenarios pretty much all season. And his last appearance was 2 1/3 at Lakeshore. That was a 9-8 walk-off loss on Thursday night. Gave up 1 earned run on 4 hits. Or rather, that was the Madison game. He gave up 1 run on just 2 hits. That run was a game-tying home run for Lakeshore in the 8th. But he did have a season-high 4 strikeouts in that game. Douglas, 115 strikeouts in summer collegiate baseball. You pair that with the 69 that he has in collegiate ball. He's got 184 punch-outs this year, or in his career, which is awfully impressive. Okay, Douglas, his nickname is Dougie, which I find to be pretty nice. 1-0 record on the year. This is his 8th appearance of the season, and like we said, most of these appearances just for an inning or so. And when you're pitching with Cade Douglas, you're looking for swings and misses. Started his career at Allen County Community College. 10 appearances there as a freshman, then moved to Hill College. And then made his way to Division II, 2 seasons at CSU Pueblo, continuing to work over the summer. He is someone that has embraced the culture and the style of summer baseball for his entire career. A ball outside to TP Wentworth. This is a left-handed hitter. You do not want to make a mistake against him with the way the wind is blowing right now. That could give Fond du Lac firm control. And Wentworth is 0 for 3 today. So you know he's looking to put a charge into one. Swing and a miss. He's looking for something low and in, and Douglas threw him the breaking ball. You feel like a hold here would be nice for the Woodchucks. Get to the bottom of the ninth and try to score 2. This is a double play ball. Baldridge to Birkeland, and Beaver can't quite make the play at first. It was just past the first base bag. Crazy bang play there. So Hankerson is out on the fielder's choice. And then reaching on an error there is TP Wentworth. And since it was a dead ball, he'll move to second base. That one trickled into the dugout at the last second. And now Fond du Lac really has a chance to add a much-needed insurance run. You know Wausau's going to give this everything in the bottom of the ninth. Patrick Graham takes strike 1. Graham has played often against the Wausau Woodchucks. He was 1 for 3 in the first game against the Woodchucks. 0 for 3 the last time he played here. He picked up an RBI in that game on a sac fly. Today he's reached twice, once on a hit by pitch and once on a double. A double would do greatly for Fond du Lac here. Swing and a miss. Could tell Graham did not want to offer it that one, did it the last second. Matt Hansen is on deck. He struck out twice. Douglas delivers, and it's hit well down the line and left. Base hit. Wentworth takes the turn around third. The throw to the plate. He's safe. Just beating the tag of Solis. And an RBI base hit from Patrick Graham. It does give the Dock Spiders their insurance run. 7-4 our score. Took a 2-strike breaking ball and made it count, putting it into left field. That's a heck of a throw, by the way, from Rodriguez, but that's a well-placed tag by TP Wentworth. Or a well-placed slide by TP Wentworth to reach out, touch home plate right before Solis applied the tag. That is tapping towards foul ground, and it will go foul. Almost spun back into fair territory there for Matt Hansen. Tough to sum this one up. If you're the Wausau Woodchucks, not easy to come back from a 10-game road trip and grind it out a big win at Fond du Lac last night. And it's just not easy coming back, getting back in town at about 12:30, 1 a.m., and coming back less than 12 hours later and trying to sweep a strong Dock Spiders team. Runners moving to third. Here's the throw from Solis. Almost got him. That one was almost in time. Unfortunately, Schlotterbeck couldn't tag him quick enough after making that catch. And the Dock Spiders have stolen some bases today. Now the infield's in, and the Dock Spiders have a chance to put the cherry on top here with the base hit. Swing and a miss. 1-2. There is another arm working in the Wausau bullpen just in case. I believe that is Jordan DeStefano. 1-2's in the turf. Looking for a strikeout here from K. Douglas. That is chop foul. Fond du Lac's been very good on 2 strikes today. And honestly, with the way the game went last night in Fond du Lac, I think the Dock Spiders left that game feeling like they deserved more, feeling like they could have pulled that game out and won it. And like we said earlier, they've been very good in close 1-run, 2-run games this season. But yesterday, they didn't make their hits count in the late innings. Today, they have. Nice snag from Solis to keep Graham at third base. It was just a 1-run game going into the 8th. A 2-run home run from Jaron Cotton gave Fond du Lac some massive insurance. They've looked more comfortable now since getting that home run. Up the middle, base hit. 8-4, Dock Spiders on the RBI from Matt Hansen. And it's looking like it's going to be a great Sunday on the road for Fond du Lac. Making it count right at the very end. 4 runs for the Dock Spiders in the final 2 innings. And in the scope of the first half race, this is a big result. The good news for Wausau is they have a chance to reset tomorrow when they face off against the Lakeshore Chinooks. But they are playing some good ball as well. Lakeshore lost the first 2 games of a 4-game series with Wausau just a couple days ago, then won the last 2 by a total of 3 runs. So they've got some confidence against the Woodchucks. Hit sharply to short off the glove of Birkland, and it bounces into center. Hansen will move from first to third. It's a 3rd consecutive hit for Fond du Lac, as Landon Mensick has his 2nd base knock of the day.
The left fielder, number 35, Sanderson.
So Corey Thompson's back on his way out to the mound, and it looks like that will be it for K. Douglas. All 5 have reached here for Fond du Lac in the 9th inning, and there will be a new pitcher for the Wausau Woodchucks. Well, we talked a little bit about the scores in the Northwoods League. Let's give you an idea on what's on tap in the Northwoods League and a couple of games that have just begun. Eau Claire currently leads 3-0 at Duluth, top 2nd there. Wisconsin Rapids is looking to break a losing skid. They lead Lakeshore right now 2-0 at Witter Field in Wisconsin Rapids. That's on Northwoods League Plus. Then later today, 3:35, Mankato will travel to Waterloo, and when you look at the Great Plains, the Bucks have fallen a little bit behind the La Crosse Loggers in their hopes to win the Great Plains East, which has been an excellent battle from top to bottom. And then, boy, the Madison Mallards have a massive chance to increase their lead on the Wausau Woodchucks with the way things are looking now. They're going to host the Green Bay Rockers at 4:05. Jordy Lopez is getting the start there for Madison. And by the way, what a big win for the Mallards last night. A 1-0 victory for Madison as they took down the Rockers with a no-hitter. The 4th no-hitter in Madison Mallards history from Isaac Milburn, the star pitcher out of Purdue. Congratulations to the Mallards. Milburn joins Wausau's Mason Morello as the 2 pitchers in the Northwoods League to go all 9 this season and not give up a run. Royal Oak travels to Traverse City. 4:05 the start time there, Central Time. La Crosse and Wilmer go at it at 5:05 on ESPN+. That was a crazy game yesterday where La Crosse won 26-1 against the Stingers. Thunder Bay will travel to Rochester, Canada versus USA matchup there. Bismarck travels to Badlands. That's starting to become a little bit of a rivalry in the Great Plains. And one softball game for you tonight. It's a rematch of the 2024 Northwoods League Championship. Madison travels to Mankato. Nightmares and Habaneros starting at 5:05. Well, let's give you some information on Jordan DeStefano. Why don't we? He's a senior out of Tampa, Florida. Played the last 2 years at Faulkner University. And the reason why he's found his way to Wausau is because DeStefano used to pitch under Corey Thompson at Kaiser University back a couple seasons ago. He played at Kaiser in 2023 and had 21 appearances. And Kaiser is where Corey Thompson coaches in the spring. Great NAIA school down in Florida. He's already made 2 appearances on the year, and he's sporting a 0 ERA. Trying to keep that alive by finishing this out for Wausau. This is hit to third. Schlotterback gets the force out at second. A run will score. That is Matt Hansen. 9-4 Doc Spiders, and Sanderson reaches on a fielder's choice. Initially, Schlotterback, I think, was hoping to go to first on that, then thought a little bit better of it. Sanderson now has 2 RBIs on the day himself. Now Jonathan Fitz struck out swinging in his last at-bat. The cool thing about Wausau's pitcher, DeStefano, is he was telling me earlier this season when he got here to Wausau that he had an agreement with Corey Thompson. If he reached a certain ERA at Faulkner University, he could come pitch for the Woodchucks. In 2024, he had a 4.30 ERA. That didn't cut it for Coach Thompson. He said, try back next year. And then DeStefano had a 1.95 ERA and a 4-1 record at Faulkner this past spring. And Corey Thompson said, good enough. You're in. Runners moving. Solis the throw just a bit late. That was a great snag, by the way, from Jake Birkland. As soon as he made that catch, he automatically applied the tag, but Sanderson got a great jump, his second stolen base of the day. Second largest deficit Wausau has faced at home this season. The 2-1 is just low and outside. And now Fitz can work with a hitter's count. And if he reaches, suddenly Jaron Cotton has a chance to add to his excellent day for the Doc Spiders. Ball 4. And that is the 7th consecutive Fond du Lac hitter to reach in the 9th. Wausau's gotten both of their outs on fielder's choice plays at second base. Awfully impressive. 3 runs from the Doc Spiders in the 9th, and they might be able to tag on more and leave absolutely no doubt. The key for Fond du Lac is how do you build on this? That has been the toughest thing for Fond du Lac to do under Doug Coe. Make it consistent. Two balls, no strikes to Cotton. And I think once they find that formula of consistent winning, Fond du Lac has every right to be right in the mix with the best in this division in Wausau and Green Bay, and of course Madison. Hit foul, 2-1. DeStefano has worked out of jams already this season. Got out of a bases-loaded jam in the win over Lakeshore and earned the win in that game. He's got 3 strikeouts on the year. Can he battle back to find a way to get fits? And he doesn't. He hits him. Correction, that was Cotton at the plate there, and he is hit by a pitch, and Fond du Lac has him loaded up. Another arm is getting prepared in the Wausau bullpen here.
Designated hitter, number 3, Jalen Gillens.
And from our look, that is number 14, Riley Schrader. Got a couple of innings on the road trip, but just looking to finish this one out for Wausau today. Strike 1 to Jalen Gellings. Infield single for him. He's also got a walk, grounded out to third in the 8th. Fond du Lac has put a ton of runners on today. That has been the key to the success that they've had. That's behind Solis, but ricocheted back to him. Everybody stays where they're at. Only one 1-2-3 inning for the Woodchucks today. Fond du Lac stranded 7 in the first 6 innings. And actually, there's been no 1-2-3 innings, because the only inning where they didn't strand anybody, Jaron Cotton hit his 2-run home run to extend Fond du Lac's lead. Foul tip 1-2. DeStefano trying to hold on to his 0.00 ERA. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him with the slider. Fond du Lac puts up 3 in the 9th. They have control. Baldridge, Knowlton, Schlotterbeck due up in the bottom of the 9th on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Don't miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
My host families, who I still stay in touch with to this day. Had a great time there. Enjoyed my time playing with the Mashers. Definitely different than I could have ever expected, but definitely enjoyed the time here.
Honestly, one of the best summers I've ever had. I got to stay with a great host family that I still see a couple times a year now, and honestly, it was the perfect introduction into professional baseball.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Here's to summertime, to all your adventures and the places they take you. Get here, be road trip ready, and enjoy the journey in a new Chevy. Together, let's drive.
We are all looking for adventure.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you can tell people that, you know, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Time for the bottom of the ninth. Tanis Lang back out there for Fond du Lac, and since he entered the game in a save situation, this is still a save opportunity for him. This is the largest lead that any team has had on the Wausau Woodchucks going into the ninth inning at home this season. And really the first time where you feel that Wausau has been well and truly beaten at Athletic Park. However, I will say, the thing is, as Baldridge takes outside, the Woodchucks played so hard on the road, they were bound to be out of a game at some point. And the fact that the first game where they've been truly beaten at home this year came on June the 22nd. Pretty incredible. You never quite know, though. Woodchucks have put up a ton of big innings here already this season. Could Baldridge get them started, maybe? That's off the mask of Fitz, who, by the way, has called a very good game. A lot of new faces on this team, continuing to get new guys in here day in and day out. And some of the final guys for this first half are going to get in here in the late days. And so the good news for Wausau is that this team should start to gel a little bit with everybody once they play these next couple of games. Been a hot one here in Wausau today. Would like to thank everybody here on our production crew for braving the heat. Our umpire crew as well, Harry Smolowitz, Nick Reynolds, Eric Swift. They did the game in Fond du Lac yesterday, and it was just as hot. And they're wearing those black polos. It cannot be easy. Baldridge swings and misses, and the Dock Spiders have their first out of the ninth. They've combined for 11 total strikeouts on the day. Noah Weck had 8 of them. And what a great job he did. He earned today's win and then some. I mean, with the way he pitched today, there's a outside chance you could have him become Northwoods League Pitcher of the Night. Knowlton takes a strike. Woodchucks are back here tomorrow to begin a 2-game set with the Lakeshore Chinooks. 12:05 first pitch. We'll have it for you on the Northwoods League Sports Network. And once that game begins for Wausau, if they want to win the first half in the Great Lakes West, there's going to be very little room for error. The margin continues to dwindle. Knowlton flares one foul. Lang set with his 1-2, and he got a swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts now for Lang, and Fond du Lac has gotten their way through this game, especially on the mound via the K. Dylan Schlotterback represents Wausau's final hope. Dock Spiders looking to move above 500 and go 7-5 now on the road. And now suddenly, Tanis Lang is trying to strike out to side to end the ninth. Certainly one way to cap off a great road game. Dock Spiders never relinquished the lead today. Scored 3 runs in the second. It was a 1-run game in the 8th. A 2-run home run from Jaron Cotton changed it all. And the Woodchucks are down to their final strike. Not a ton of pressure for Dylan Schlotterback here. Try to drive something, maybe extend the game one more hitter. Just missed outside. Fondy's had some great wins on the road. This may be one of their best. The 2-2. In the air, right center. Wentworth is on the move, called off by Mensick, and that's your ball game. The Fond du Lac Dock Spiders use some big hits late to take down the Wausau Woodchucks and split a 2-game set. Both teams who were on the road won in this 2-game set as the Dock Spiders pick up the 9-4 win. Great pitching performance by Noah Weck. He earns the win after striking out 8. The entire Fond du Lac pitching staff strikes out a combined 13 hitters, which ties the most strikeouts that the Woodchucks have had in a game this season. Wausau falls to 16-11. They'll try to respond with a game against Lakeshore at 12:05 tomorrow afternoon. But for now, from Athletic Park and for our amazing crew here and our producer Mariah Cox, my name is Matt Clark. Thanks so much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon on the Northwoods League Sports Network.